Here it is for Campos. It's towed ahead, it's ugly on the deck. It'll be play on, and Fijiana string the passes together. They call for the switch and now send it to the centre of the park. Well, what an offload there from Naimasi. Found Buleki, who has her second.
Yeah. Just look at this, the ball spills out the back. Campos, very uncharacteristic handling error there from her, but Besse, urgency to get to it to keep the ball alive.
What about the over the top, the switch in?
Connect straight away, and Simons is the one to tidy up in the centre flies. A nice little ball here. Scurfield on the outside. Royce checking across. Oh, there's a miscommunication in the South African defence, and you can't give Krista Scurfield a second invitation. Puts Canada on the board, Krista Scurfield.
Stutter step on the edge, created that confusion, Ricky. Both players just trying to chop the inside option, and there's still no substitute for exceptional pace in this game.
She is a player of
Felix-Hotham. They've overloaded the far side island. Good quick hands to Crowe from Mulhall. Crowe finds the inside runner. It's Megan Burns, the match winner from this morning, and she gives it back to Amy Lee Crowe. That is a fine try from Ireland. They've never beaten New Zealand on the series. They've scored first here.
To create the 2-on-1. Ball in two hands was fantastic. Then the inside pass was given by Crowe. But the way she's able to keep in support is such a feature of the game.
Good counter-ruck here as well from Ireland. King gets there just in time. Here's Georgia Miller. Beautiful quick hands, and again to Stacey Walker, drifting inside. Oh, the speed of hand will do it for New Zealand. That's a high-quality try as well.
But look at this pass. There's one from Willison. The second one, oh, it's the skipper, Pody Lane, who cops it. And then Stacey Walker will get the score.
Olsen makes sure they recycle it. Ravetti to Gray. Levy, and now an opportunity for Kristi Kirshe back in USA Eagles colours. Having been away for quite some time and showing how much she's been missed.
She's experienced. She's already crossed the line, and although she's been missing since Toulouse last season, she doesn't look like she's missing a beat at all here on day one.
Well, HSBC sevens, that ball's gone forward. Another forced error. And now Kelturk just buys a bit of time, swings it over the top to Ravetti, and on the cut here is Ilona Maher. Times a line, cuts a line, and goes straight under the crossbar. Ilona Maher has their third.
In this first half, look at this huge ball that Kelty just puts over the top. But it's essentially this link between Ravetti with Maher running underneath her that puts her into clear space. Big frame, strong finisher.
Yeah, another player.
Here, Dupuy. Silfani spins it away. Jouan and Kutali. Big wide ball for Grisez, going to take them on the outside is Joanna Grisez. You betcha she is. And she does it easily.
This French side is so impressive when they have the ball in attack. Punishing Brazil. And here we see Grisez cruise over again. There's no shortage of talent in this side, but the way that this woman is able to finish.
Pegged in this 22 has Brazil. That's better for Fioravanti. And now Thalia Costa trying the outside on Grisez, and away she goes. And look at the determination and the grit, the little legs flying of Thalia Costa. She can bust open defences round the outside. It's a brilliant strike from Brazil's little master.
Talia is an absolute speedster. She backs herself. She knows that she's got work to do. But 60 metres she has in front of her, and she clears it with confidence. A brilliant individual try.
To make the most of it. Ulunisau, though, the big dummy, and then up the middle, and that is just where her bread and butter is. She toys with the defences And so often we see it straight up the middle and under the posts. Oh, Reapiul Ulunisau. She is absolutely, it's still hard to some of the exciting young guns on the outside. Meredani Qoro being one of them. Streaking away downfield, chase coming. I don't know if they're going to hit hands on the weaving run of Meredani Qoro, breaking 80 metres for Fiji. Second try in the tournament for Qoro coming back into the side.
Here's Caslick with an early touch as they swing it wide, looking to get it to the flanks early, and that's exactly what they do. And it's Terita who is going to go ocean to ocean. In WA, it's only taken 25 seconds and they're already up and running at the Perth Sevens.
She's strong, she's fast, and she certainly knows how to find the try line.
Well, without Maddie Levi, but when you've got this woman to call upon, well, was Saria Parky. She plays scrum half as well. Here's Caslick, and Levi in the middle of the park just dishes it to Parky. And she puts the foot on the gas as well. In fact, it's Alysia Lefau-Fakaosilea who's going to run it in for Australia.
Alysia, she's been a strong player for this squad for a few years now, product of Queensland Rugby.
Poleaxed into the ground, great tackle, Japan. Felix-Hotham. Oh, there she is, Justice Carlton-Anna said, looking more assured with every tournament, and Jazmin Felix-Hotham opens the scoring.
The pop their ball up in the creation of space, and after a couple of more rucks, it opens up the holes, and that's what allows Jazmin Felix-Hotham to just go through.
A lot of Kiwis here in Perth, I'm sure, expecting big things from this team, but this is a nice little move upfield from Michiyo Suda, and she finds Hirano on the shoulder, just dragged down, and there's Suda again. That is brilliant support and a wonderful try from Japan.
Flow. And another one comes as well to set it light, and one more just for good luck. And this is what Japan do. They stay very close. Their support play is brilliant. Nice strike back.
Put more pressure on here through Felix-Hotham, looking to ghost around and just keeping that ball alive superbly. Blyde made the error on one side, but she gets the try on the other. Organised defence from the US. That's a ropey old pass from Tapper. Maher does really well though. Looks at Kirshe on the shoulder. And there she is, obliging. Missed the first two tournaments of the season. Kristi Kirshe can't keep her out of the action for long.
Big play here from Maher. Takes it up the gut, big body, able to keep her feet. Kirshe perfectly times, running off her hip and strides out 35 metres. This is an impressive and a fast start for the US side.
Have the Irish now a chance to actually play with ball in hand, and they've got an advantage here. USA just shooting up. Here's Megan Burns, and that's created space for Amy Lee Murphy-Crowe, and you cannot give her that much room. Put the hammer down, and Amy Lee Murphy-Crowe opens her account at the HSBC Sevens Perth.
She's reliable and she's such a consistent performer. It's only fitting to see this young woman who is so strong and such a brilliant finisher for her side crossover the first time. Really simple play, switched under. But the US defenders, they just bit really hard. And she exploited the space behind them.
Doesn't go. And then Neeson just pressing and probing and keeping the ball alive for Lothoz, and then finding Noel down that right edge. This is a clinical start from France, and it's going to be Lou Noel to open the scoring.
Space to work with, but look at the speed that she has. Incredible start for them.
Kutuli. And around the corner, and now they just look to inject a little bit of that pace again. Oh, it's around the outside. It's a brilliant bit of work all on her own. Valentine Lothoz got around the first defender, accelerated away. Lovely stuff from the French.
Very talented French side. All started off from them being able to retain the ball from the restart. But just look at Lothoz. She just backed herself, beats two defenders by running right in the middle. Just had the ball hang on a dime.
She missed Cape Town with injuries. It only changed to the French side this week.
So dangerous. She's got a lot of work to do here. Now she changes direction. There's the offload to Drouin, and now they're in business again, and Chloé Pelle has some space in front of her. The cover D coming across, but Pelle just has a bit too much.
But she knows how to finish, and huge fend, pumps her legs, cruises over.
Can't finish on a penalty. We're almost a minute into out of time again here. But France will keep going. Yolande Yengo skips through, looks for the offload, finds it to Noel, and she bundles over for a score as well.
That is exactly how you put the final nail in the coffin. The French so ruthless. Full time is already gone. They could have opted for the easy route, but they just...
Hogan-Rochester, a good turn of pace. Oh, good fend as well, and there is that pace. Took it upon themselves. Asia Hogan-Rochester solo effort to get Canada back into it.
It's been all of Australia's say, but look at this. She waves the wand. Huge fan on the veteran Shani.
Had a chat to Asia in Cape Town. They said that was a bit naughty at school.
Everyone's just catching their breath here in Perth after some huge results earlier. And Japan now should maybe just have enough in the locker to get over to the first. They do. And it's the lady we highlighted pre-game, Hirano.
And her putting Japan on the board quite early. Ball in two hands. That would hurt to look back in review.
Quick, she'll swing it back to the open field. Here's a good run coming. Up the middle goes Nicolau. Pocan is there in coverage. How about the bump and offload? That is the best sit-down we've seen all weekend, no doubt. And it's come from the most unlikely runner, Mariana Nicolau. I can't wait to see this one again.
This unit.
This is great, Seth.
Just truck it up. Look at that huge fend. Humbling fend here for this Japanese player, Zaki. She knows that she doesn't have the speed to finish it. But Bianca Silva just sits nicely there on the outside and clears the coast.
It was the jab fend. I've never seen that.
Now trailing by a couple. There's a lovely offload from Lefau-Fakaosilea. They swing it to the left. Terita, one of the best finishers, getting around. Cuts in field. Has support runners everywhere, including Caslick. Blyde coming back, looking to cut down the angle. Caslick goes in, and Australia are back in front.
Most impressive plays we've seen in this. Bienne Terita, strong finisher, beats Stacey Fluhler back on the inside. But you can always count on Charlotte Caslick to be at the right place at the right time. That ball couldn't have popped up any better for her. And she clears the coast.
Picked up a try on day two. Got great pace. Distributes here though from the base of the scrum over to Otani, who herself was excellent, and through they go. Right on cue, as predicted, as tipped. Hirano, the captain, goes in for their first.
Able to stretch us to space, but it's essentially this wraparound play, creating the overlap. And Hirano, she's such a great finisher, one of the most experienced players in their team, crosses over to put Japan in the lead.
Final drag down and a good tackle by Boatman. Meg Burns clears. Flood with the kick this time for some open territory there for Benjamin Parsons. It wasn't Stacey Flood's best kick, but the pickup was brilliant. The offload was better, and Lucy Mulhall, Ireland's captain, strikes the first blow of the semi-final.
Like to start fast. Them having possession here was off a huge counter ruck. There was a bit of a wonky kick there, a bit of work to do, but it eventually finds the hands of their captain, Mulhall, who cruises over. Oh, they're so hard to contain.
When they're getting caught offside, and look at Norman-Bell just trying to turn the screw. She's towed it ahead for herself, ghosted around the outside. They couldn't touch her. Skills are brilliant from Norman-Bell, and she's going to keep it on the toe. What a brilliant piece of individual excellence from Isla Norman-Bell.
But just look at her, straight off the quick tap. She nudges it through, chases it. She has the front foot with a whole lot of Great Britain athletes behind her. It's not often the bounce of the ball works in your favor, but that just pops up nicely. And she does such a good job to finish that off.
So calm, wasn't she? Just kept a cool head. Isla Norman-Bell, and she puts her team ahead